There's something a lot of people don't understand about moving on after a breakup. You can still love, you can still love your ex and choose to move on, right? You can still want her back. You can still miss her. You can even believe that she still has feelings for you, and she probably does. And you can still decide that you're going to let go. Because not moving on isn't saying I don't love you anymore. It's saying I can't keep, or moving on isn't, it's not saying like I don't want the relationship anymore. It's saying I can't keep putting my life on hold waiting for someone who isn't choosing me right now. Maybe she's an avoidant, right? Maybe she got scared. Maybe she still loves you. Maybe she told you that and still broke up with you. You don't know how to handle those feelings. Maybe part of her wants you back, but another part is afraid of getting hurt. All of this is possible, but there's an important distinction. Someone can love you and still not be capable of giving you the relationship you need. Love by itself isn't enough, right? I've heard these stories thousands of times. And this one story in particular, the guy loved the girl, but he was an avoidant. And he left a letter on the kitchen stove. She read it, and he was like, I love you so much, but I can't do this. I cannot be good enough for you. Bullshit. I hate when people do that. I hate when they do that. I'm not good enough. I'll never be good enough for you. I'm breaking up with you. Fuck you. You're hurting me more when you break up with me. You know that, right? Love by itself isn't enough. You need consistency. You need to you need to like the video and subscribe and comment. Oh my goodness. You need consistency. You need communication. You need someone who actually chooses to be with you. And this is where people get stuck. They start analyzing every little thing their ex does. Does she still miss me? Is she scared? Is she going to come back? 9 times out of 10, they don't come back. Is she going to come back? Please. It's not gonna happen, dude. Unless you're like, unless you wait a little while. And even then, that's probably not gonna happen because you wait too long and then she's moved on. You wait too little and she doesn't want to talk to you. Does no contact make her realize what she's lost? Maybe if I give her more time. And suddenly, their entire life becomes centered around one question. Your entire life becomes centered around one question. When is she coming back? I need her. Please. It's not going to happen. And I don't want to discourage you, okay? Because I know how bad it feels. The fact that she's not coming back is heart crushing. It's devastating. It's ridiculous how someone can love you. And not just someone, but somebody that you really cared about and someone that was really made for you, I guess. That's what it feels like. It's that they were made for you. Let me challenge that really quickly. Let me go off script for a second. I loved this girl that I dated for a month, and we had nothing in common. Our values weren't the same. Our morals weren't the same. And I couldn't stop thinking about her. I just wanted her back every damn day. And then I found a new girl that I had morals and values were relatively the same, upbringing was the same, everything was the same, and I moved on. Only for it to happen again, but that's besides the point. So, if you can move on once, you can move on twice, and a third time, and a fourth time, and you get back up, dust yourself off, wait a couple months, and then move on. Maybe if I give her more time, right? No contact doesn't make her realize what she's lost. Maybe if I give her more time, and suddenly there's an entire life that becomes centered around one question: when is she coming back? When is she coming back? I hear that a lot. I've been saying that for the past 4 months. This isn't moving on. That's waiting. And waiting keeps you emotionally attached to an outcome you can't control. There's thousands of thoughts, millions of thoughts, not millions, but thousands of thoughts a day that she thinks. That means there's thousands of possible outcomes that could happen. Even if you're avoidant X, even if she's an avoidant, even if she's an avoidant, and you're thinking, oh, she'll come back, she'll come back, because avoidants always do that. Avoidance capacity to love gets like overwhelmed, and then it has to like reset. It's not a reliable study, dude. Like, come on, like that's a terrible theory. You can't heal her. You can't heal for her. Okay, you can't heal her avoidant side. She might deactivate, and that's it. It's over. It's wraps for you, buddy. You can't chase someone into feeling safe. Once they deactivate, it's over. You can't convince someone to choose you. Once they deactivate, it's over. They literally cannot understand what you're saying once they deactivate. They don't even know that they're doing this. It's not their brain, it's not their feelings, it's their physiological body shutting down and protecting itself against further or even pain itself emotionally. It shut off completely. Their emotions done. All the feelings that they had for you gone in one split second, just like that. Once it activates, you can't chase someone into feeling safe. You can't convince someone to choose you. And you definitely can't build a healthy relationship by consistently trying to prove why the relationship should exist. If she ever wants to come back, that's something she has to choose. Not because you convinced her, not because you sent the perfect message, not because you waited exactly the right number of months. She has to decide. She has to decide that she wants to come and she wants to be with you. And then she actually shows that through her actions, which she has not shown. And if she has, this video isn't for you. This video is for people who have exes that don't show any interest whatsoever. Even if they stalk your stories, they're still not showing a lot of interest. They need to take the action to text you or reach out to you or talk to you. If that hasn't happened, they don't want you back. And that's why moving on is so important. You're not moving on because you've given up on her. Okay? Everybody wants their ex back. Everybody. If you got broken up with, more than likely you want your ex back. You're moving on because you're refusing to give yourself up. You're refusing to give up on yourself. You can say, I still love her. You can say, I still hope she comes back. You can say, I still wish things had worked out. You can say, I know that a future would have been possible with us. It's very, you can say all those things. And then say, but I'm going to live my life anyway. Say, I release you. Say her name and then say, I release you. And if you're a girl watching, say, and you're not a lesbian, say his name and then release him. And let's be honest, if you're a woman, you got more options. You probably move on a lot quicker than us men. For some reason, men take like fucking 5 years just to let go of one person, which is weird. That's the difference. Moving on doesn't require you to hate her. It doesn't require you to ease the memories. It doesn't require you to pretend you never cared. And it doesn't even require you to stop hoping immediately. It simply means you can't stop making hope your plan. Hope is not going to do anything for you. It's just going to fuck you up in the head even more, waiting, hoping that she'll come back. Stupid. She's not coming back. You should know that right now. She's not coming back. Just like how you won't get a six pack from working out 2-3 times a week. You have to work out 5 times a week. Come on, 4 times a week even. You gotta work hard. You can't get a six pack from not working. You can't get a six pack from starving yourself. Come on. You have to put in the work. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm just trying to like lower my calories. Up your calories, motherfucker. Up your calories. How are you going to build muscle without the sufficient fuel? Especially if you have a full-time job that's heavy labor. And it doesn't, this whole approach doesn't even require you to stop hoping immediately, because maybe there's like 30 days that you can like hope for her to come back, but don't get stuck in that. It simply means you stop making hope your plan. Hope is not going to get your ex back, because if you know how bad it is. If you hoped that she'll come back, you probably researched about this shit. You probably even got to the point where you have this girl online reading you fucking tarot cards, saying, oh, she'll come back at this point. On August 31st, she'll reach out to you. You just gotta fucking like the video to claim, interact with the video 3 times. And this isn't on TikTok, this is on YouTube. That's how you know that you done fucked up. That's how you know that you've been hoping too long. Because if she comes back someday, you can make the decision then, you know. But today you have a life to live. You have the things to accomplish. You have people to meet. You have experiences you haven't yet had. And she may not even be able to give you that experience, because she is one person. There's millions, billions of people out there for you. There's probably millions. Billions, I don't know. But millions. There's millions for you. And you have a vision of yourself that you are still becoming. Don't spend that entire process staring at a closed door, hoping someone on the other side will eventually open it. Look at me right now. Look at me, okay? I really want my ex to come back looking like this. I'm not saying that I look bad, but I'm not saying that I look good either. Look at how unattractive I look right now. Look at that. You're like, oh, you look attractive. Sure, okay, but this is not where I want to be at right now. Do I really want somebody to date me looking like this? I mean, yeah, you look good and all, but the Tim over there has a six pack. That's another thing that she's gonna self-consciously think about. If Tim has a fucking six pack and you are fat as fuck or skinny fat as fuck, what are you doing? She's gonna start she's gonna start thinking about other people. Trust me. Trust me. You need to get yourself up to par with the dating standards. And look, you don't even need to have a great six pack. You just need to look like you're a capable man, if that makes sense. Like, you can't tell her, oh, I work at McDonald's and I hope you never leave me. You can't do that. That's probably another reason why my ex left me, is because I told her that I was working in a bakery. She was okay with that. But, you know, that doesn't really signal. And if you tell her, oh, I don't know what I'm really doing with my life, that doesn't really signal resources. It doesn't really signal, I want you to have my children. It just signals you're weak. You have things to accomplish, you have people to meet, you have experiences you haven't yet had, and you have a version of yourself that you're still becoming. Don't spend that entire process staring at a closed door, hoping someone on the other side will eventually open it. Walk forward. If she comes back and she genuinely wants to rebuild something, you'll deal with that when it happens. But until then, don't abandon your own life waiting for somebody else's decision. You can love her and let go. You can miss her and still move on. You can want her back and still accept that she may never get back with you. And that's not weakness. That's not accepting her altogether that she's gone. That's acceptance of the fact that you need to continue your life regardless. Oh, but she was my life. She wasn't. She wasn't. Trust me, bro. 2 years down the line, you're going to meet someone new. 1 year down the line, you're going to meet someone new. The problem that you have right now is you have to get through the next 4, 5, 6, even 7, 9, 10, 11, 12 months just to move on from this breakup. And because sometimes the strongest form of love isn't holding on tighter. That's the strongest form of love. It's letting someone go. If you love someone, let them free. Set them free and don't look back. Sometimes it's saying, I love you. I wanted us to work. A part of me may always wish it had. But I can't keep waiting for you to choose me. So I'm choosing myself. That's it. And you just let go. Now, moving on, this is what helped me move on. Let me go off script for a second. This is what is helping me move on right now. When we broke up, I felt like I didn't really try. I waited 4 months. I reached out. The whole time I was hoping. I reached out 4 months later, hoping that we could get back together. She said, I don't see a chance with us. That destroyed any hope I had left. A little bit. I had a little bit of hope left after that. I said, can we meet up? She said, sure. And then my hope started to grow, and then she canceled on me. I asked her for a phone call. She didn't even respond. My hope is completely dead. Not completely. I have very slim hope. But now I'm realizing that perfect image that I had of her in my head, that, oh, she's just scared. Oh, she wants me to fight for her. Oh, she's just waiting for me. It's gone now. It's gone. Because I started idealizing her. I started idealizing the situation. I started building a version of her in my head that doesn't exist. She probably did the same with me. She probably thinks that I'm an asshole. She probably thinks that I'm some fucking manipulator guy. But it's over now. It's over. It really is over, and I just have to move on. And yes, I already started dating again. And the way that you know that you're moved on is when you stop comparing other people to your ex. That's when you know you moved on. And another thing that has helped me move on is thinking to myself, I can't outthink emotions. So you really just have to process all of your emotions. And I know a lot of people say don't reach out, let her live her life, but no contact is just going to kill you. If you're an anxious person, that's going to kill you. So just reach out, see what happens. And you're going to be like, oh, but I'm going to ruin my chance. Don't reach out for like 2 months, 3 months, right? She'll probably reach out when she's ready. And if she doesn't, you can reach out. And if she really doesn't see another chance with you, that's her loss. You really can't do anything. It's really not meant to be. But everything happens for a reason. Or so they say. I don't know if I believe that. But what I do believe is this. You have a brain. You choose to do what you want. And if you want to live your best life, it's probably not going to be with someone who doesn't want you anymore. It's probably not going to be with someone who doesn't make a conscious effort to be by your side at all times. Even if you guys are thousands of miles away, even if you guys are 60 miles away, if they're not constantly choosing you, if they stop choosing you, then you have to walk away no matter how many times you chose them or you still want to continue to choose them. It's done. It's over. And guys, a little bit of a bonus tip here. If she's a fearful avoidant, if he's a fearful avoidant, you're cooked, buddy. It's only a matter of time before they deactivate. I'm telling you right now. It's only a matter of time. Unless they go to therapy, it's only a matter of time before they delete all their emotions that they built with you. 1 week, 1 year, 1 to 10 years, it doesn't matter. They're just gonna fuck off. Waiting is nice, but you can't really wait for her. Just move on, buddy. Just move on. And I know that you're still in that emotional phase where it's like, I really miss her. I can do anything. I could try and get her back. I'll try everything to get her back. Everything. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get a 6-pack for her. It's like, you really can't. You really can't, dude. You just have to move on. Choose yourself, buddy. You probably don't have a lot of hobbies. You probably don't have a lot of things going for you right now. But if you want, you should watch Dispatch. There's this video on, hold on, Dispatch. I don't know how to spell Dispatch. Dispatch breakup. You should watch Dispatch Phenomenon Reveals Why Blazer. Just type that in. Dispatch Phenomenon Reveals Why Blazer broke up with him. You know what? I'm just going to show you this shit right now. Let me just skip.
Disposition. You know she's the only thing you're passionate about. If you
Right here.
So, more girlfriends? No. Well, maybe. That's not my point. All I'm saying is, how do you know she's the only thing you're passionate about if you haven't found anything else you're passionate about? Your logic with that statement may be flawed. All I'm saying is, that can't be true. You never had, like, a pet?
You need things in your life to fill up your life. You can't just have, like, you can't. What my mistake that I have is I don't have anything in my life that I'm passionate about. I don't have people in my life that care about me. So when I get broken up with, this is a lot of men's problems. We don't have pets. If you don't have a pet, you're fucked. There's no companionship without a pet. You don't have people to talk to, right? Men are horrible. If you have male friends, men are horrible at tending to your emotions. So you're isolated. Another thing is, like, you don't have, even if you're family, right? Your family is probably dysfunctional. You don't have really a lot going for you in that part of your life. You probably don't have a goal or anything that you're working towards. And even if you do and you still miss her, you still have to move on. There's nothing you can do. But my mistake that I made, or that I make a lot, is I always take one partner and I rely on them. And this is going to sound really weird, so like the video if this makes sense and subscribe. I have turned my ex into my pet, my sibling, my mom, my girlfriend, my wife, and even my friend. and I have none of those things that I can properly rely on. My friend and I would just be, you know how it is. You can be a friend with your girlfriend. A pet, you would pet them. I guess I used to pet her. I don't know if that's weird to you. Um, my sister, it would treat her like a little sister. And I know that sounds weird, but if you look into it, oh, even a daughter, I would treat her like a daughter, or teach her things. Those are all things that I don't have. My mom, I don't have a good relationship with my mom. Um, what else did I say? My wife, she would cook for me like once. Um, yeah, but all of those things I don't have. So if you get, I promise you, if you get all of those things and be passionate about something, I was passionate about her, but if you're passionate about other stuff, I promise you, if you have a pet, if you have you're gonna say, what about a wife? Well, that's different, okay? That's the one thing that you can't really have if you have a girlfriend. Have a good relationship with your mom. Oh, but I can't because she's bad. Well, find someone like a mother figure. And if you can't find that, then yeah, that's why it's gonna be very hard. Um, like I said, a pet. You need friends, a whole bunch of them actually. Um, and you need a purpose and a passion. That's basically how you win the breakup. Is you don't rely on her for everything to meet your emotional needs. You need to have multiple connections with other people that are healthy in a way that is not romantic, because the only two that you can't get from other people is romantic and attraction. Or you can be attracted to somebody, but you don't engage in romantic, like sex or kissing or whatever. Um, but yeah, that's like the one thing that she should have bring you. She could bring you all the other stuff, but you already have all the other stuff, so you're good. But when somebody brings you all that stuff and that's the only place that you can get it, of course you're gonna be devastated when when that all those things leave you, of course. So just do me a favor before you search another video. I want you to get friends, the friends that actually can cater to your feelings. I want you to get a healthy family, ones that can understand you. I want you to get a pet, a cat, a dog, doesn't matter. A little companion, little buddy. I want you to get a passion that you're passionate about, and I want you to be okay with yourself, right? I want you to love yourself first. Don't get into another relationship until you find those. Move on from your ex and work on those things. I know it's gonna suck. I know it's gonna be painful, but trust me, delayed gratification, working on yourself, building things is what helps you move on faster. And actively choosing to let go. I miss her so much. I really do. I love her so much. I really do. But I'm choosing to look forward and to walk away like how she wanted me to. Maybe she didn't want you to, but she just knows that this is the right thing to do. Okay. Logically, yeah, it is. You guys aren't compatible. It's time to move on. It's just how it is. And if she comes back when she's like, if you're like 21, 22 right now, right? And she comes back when she's 29 and she's all like ugly and shit, well, then you got your answer, but it just took a little while to get it. It's like she was never meant for you, right? She's ugly as fuck. That's usually when when attraction starts to fade. Because let me ask you this. Let me ask you this right now. If you're, and this is from a guy's perspective, women, you can go somewhere else right now. If you were, if she was ugly to you, right? She was really fucking ugly, and she still had the same like like you weren't attracted to her physically at all, and she still had the same like emotions, and you know, you both had the same compatibility, whatever. Would you still be with her? I don't think so. Like my ex, she wasn't the prettiest, but I was attracted to her, and I really did like her brain. It was nice, but I wouldn't be attracted to her if she was fat and ugly. I promise you, I wouldn't. I'd probably move on if she let herself go in the relationship, which she kind of did. So it kind of made me lose a bit of attraction for her. But she kind of, I don't know. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.